What's up, Fruitful investors? In this video, I'll be talking about how to make money when you flip real estate every single time. If you guys know me, or if you don't know me better, I flip a ton of real estate. We buy about 2 to 3 properties every single month. So we flip about 20 to 30 properties every single year, and I've never lost money at all in my entire career so far, which has been about 12 years as a real estate investor. So I'm gonna share with you some of the things that I look for when I go through a house or when I buy a house to ensure that I will never lose money. Number 1, stick to buy and holds at the start. I'll just say at the start. Okay, so you were like, Matt, you were just talking about flipping real estate. What's up with this buy and hold stuff? What I want you to do is stick to buy and holds for the first couple years because it's a lot easier to not get screwed. So if you're a new person and you're investing in flips and you kind of don't know what you're doing, this is your first one or second one, and you make a mistake, maybe you buy too high because you're not working with the right team members and you don't know how to buy right, you over renovate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And let's say you lose money, 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand or more, okay? You're never gonna do a real estate again. Okay, if your net worth is 0 or near 0, and then you lose 30K and you're negative, okay? You're never gonna do it again. You're gonna go, fuck real estate. I always knew it was bullshit. It's a stupid scam. I'm never doing it again. And that's not what we want. Real estate investing will literally change your life if you do it right. But to do things right, you gotta do it a little slow and get experience under your belt. So what the buy and holds do is it slows down the flip. Because even if you overpay or you over renovate, and let's just say for ease, the house is worth 500 when it's all renovated and all done, but when you're done, you were actually in for it for 525. So if you were to sell it, you would lose 25 grand. Well, if you bought it as a rental property, that sucks, but no big deal. You just hold on to the property for 5 years, 7 years, and then you maybe sell it then. You rent it out and you sell it 7 years later. You're gonna make a ton of money if you hold it for 7 years. You're gonna enjoy the benefits of mortgage pay down, appreciation, and cash flow throughout all those 7 years. You will make money, a lot of it, and you won't lose your shirt. And then you'll learn a very valuable lesson. You would have done a renovation, you would have figured out how to work with contractors. You got a lot of experience under your belt. Now, if you did, I would want you to do at least 3 to 4 of these buy and holds before you get to flipping. This is really gonna teach you how to renovate, how to do a budget, how to schedule contractors, how to deal with shitty contractors, because you will, trust me, that's gonna come along your path. You're just gonna get a lot of experience, okay? And then by this point, you own 3 to 4 properties. You've probably been in real estate for about at least 1 to 2 years, maybe 3 years at this point. Okay, now you're a little more savvy. You're not as scared. Okay, you got the training wheels off. Okay, now it's time to get into flips. So I'm a big advocate of just going slow, but strategically, but don't mess things up. The worst thing you can do is lose money. Like I said, I've never lost money. I'm a huge baby. I never wanna lose money. I never do. So the next thing up, once we get into the flips, is to buy right. So when we do the buy and holds, we can pay retail value. In fact, I still pay retail value all the time, even today, being a savvy investor. When I do partnerships for long-term deals, I have no problem paying market value today. If you're buying a flip, you can't pay market value. It's not how the business model works. It has to be undervalued. You gotta buy it low, sell high. You've heard it before, right? That's the formula. So if you follow this formula right here with the flip, you will never lose money. Unless you over renovate and don't know what you're doing, but we'll get you there. But if you buy with this formula, I'm telling you right here. So this is what we do. Matt, how do you buy your flips? How do you always make money? This formula right here. ARV, which means after repair value, pretty much means pimped out state. When the house is pimped out and fully renovated, the after repair value times 80%. Now, why we do that is we take 20% right out of the deal. It's just that it just works. It's math. It's math, guys. When you take the 20% out of the thing, it just works because here's how it goes. 10% is gonna go towards your realtor costs, your financing costs. 5% will go to other hidden costs that you don't really think about, your staging, your lawyer fees, just a bunch of crap. And then what you wanna do is your profit is the last 5%. If we make 5% on a flip price, like the overall price, that's pretty good. If we make more, fantastic. But if you follow this, you won't lose. So after repair value times 80%, we're taking 20% right out, minus renovations equals price. the purchase price, okay? So how this works in real life, on a real example, the average single family house in my area when I'm done and it looks all fruitful and nice is worth $600. So you and your realtor would find out the after repair value, puberty tag at the age of 32. The after repair value, when it's all nice and renovated, is 600,000 times 80%. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that equals 480, right? But I haven't renovated it yet. So I walk through the house, I do my walkthrough, I estimate, which I can do like 10 minutes because I just do so much of them. I have a contractor background. I can estimate jobs really quick. So I walk through the house, yep, it's gonna be about $80,000 in renovations. I'm gonna subtract $80,000, which leaves me a purchase price. The max purchase price that I can pay is 400 grand. That's it. If you follow this formula when you buy a flip, you'll never lose money, okay? Or very, very hard to lose money, okay? So follow this, remember this, write it down. Number 3, stick to cosmetics. So this is kind of my specialty. You guys can't read my writing. Why do I even bother writing? I don't know. Stick to cosmetics. So I stay away personally, not lately for some reason, but most times I stay away from taking down major load-bearing walls. The foundation's kind of crooked, the floors do this, and you gotta jack it back up. I stay away from stuff like that. I wanna buy houses that are just ugly. There's shit piled to the ceilings. It's a typical hoarder house. The kitchen's from 1960s, the floor is shag carpet. That's what I want. Paint, floor, trim, kitchens, doors, out. That's kind of my signature. Those are the flips I stick to. And that's how we flip properties in like 30 to 60 days max. So we're very, very quick at this because we just stick to ugly houses, the drywall's kind of falling in. I'm not afraid of any like mold, there's the ceiling's coming down. Dude, if it's cosmetic, no problem. As long as the framing is straight, the trusses are good, the foundation's level, there's no cracks in the no crazy cracks in the foundation. Dude, I'm all in. I'll buy anything. There's a dead body on the floor, I'll buy it. No, I'm kidding. Maybe not that, but you know what I mean. I'll buy almost anything cosmetically. That's disgusting. No problem. So if you stick to cosmetics, it's easier. You're less likely to lose money. For example, I just did a flip. It was a old century house. It was just messed up. The house was messed up. Perfect, so I thought. But I knew in the back of my mind, when you buy old, this house was 1914, okay? So I was like, man, the plumbing is always a problem in these fucking houses. Clay plumbing, maybe it's clay. I don't want to deal with that, but I bought it and it was a good deal. Guess what happened? The plumbing was bullshit. It was all clay tile, broken. I spent thousands of dollars fixing the plumbing under the ground, which nobody gives a shit about. The buyers don't care. So again, I just threw money down the toilet. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it just happens, but you want to kind of stay away from stuff like that where like jacking the foundation up, that doesn't give you any value. You're just paying money to make the house normal again. But a buyer's like, oh, you jacked the house up? I don't give a shit. I'm not paying you for that. That's kind of how the market works. So you want to stick to things that the market cares about. Now this might be a little, I don't know how to say this, which is a little inside flipper secret. It's a little sexist, but it's not. It's just the damn truth, okay? So don't kill the messenger, okay? Women buy houses, okay? So when you're flipping a house, you're flipping it for the woman. When the couple buys or whatever, the person with the most feminine energy, it doesn't have to be female, the person with the most feminine energy usually says, yes, husband or whatever, we're buying this house. The closet is fantastic. It has a floating tub. It's so nice. I can picture myself drinking wine and eating cheese in the tub, etc., etc. We're flipping houses for the more dominant feminine energy. I can't even say the word right. Feminine energy in the couple. So what I'm trying to say is the frilly things. People pay for the frilly things. The kitchen, the tap, the gold tap. Did you see the gold tap, honey? Oh, it looks so good. Costs the same as a chrome tap. But you know what I'm saying? The frilly stuff. Next up, glad we passed that part. I hope I didn't offend anybody. I'm truly not trying to. Okay, open up the floor plan. So just like I said, I want to stay away from taking down walls and load-bearing walls. I'll take down non-load-bearing walls all day long. So if we can open up, especially kitchen to dining room to living room, if we can open those 3 rooms up to 1 room ideally, again, that's where the money is. Honey, can you imagine us having a party here? Our family's here for Christmas. I can be in the kitchen. You can be opening gifts at the tree. Dude, real estate is all stories. You just want to catch them with the stories, the feeling. Could you imagine sitting on the couch with your feet up and the fireplace running when it's Christmas? That's what sells the houses. Okay, so back to open the floor plan. If we can open the floor plan, that's what people want in 2021 and beyond. They want to entertain, be with their family, kick their feet up on the fireplace apparently, all that kind of stuff. Number 5, I'm going quick, because I know your time's valuable. Don't skimp on materials. What I mean by that is, labor costs the same whether you install a marble tile, which is a high quality tile, or a shitty ceramic tile you found in the back at Home Depot on discount. I'm telling you to stay away from the bullshit back of the room discount shit at Home Depot. Reason is, like I just said, labor costs the same. The carpenter is gonna charge you the exact same whether he does marble, okay, maybe a little more for marble, a little more finicky, but okay, a high quality porcelain or a shitty ceramic. The cost is the same. So spend your money, try and save your money by hiring good contractors and to kind of bring the labor down. Labor is what costs the most in a flip. It's not material, but try and stick to quality materials. So for example, if the ceramic tile's, I don't know, $1 a square foot, but this nice porcelain is $1.75 a square foot, and you're like, honey, we gotta save money on this flip. Let's get the shitty stuff at Home Depot. Nobody cares. The buyer's not gonna care. Yes, they will. I'm telling you. Spend the money on the material, the nice gold taps we get in the kitchen, like the restaurant style tap. Yeah, maybe $50 more than like a shitty Moen tap from Home Depot. Spend the money on the materials, because that's what wow factor is. The light fixtures, perfect example is light fixture. If people just buy the shitty boob lights, for like $100 more, you get a very custom, awesome light at Wayfair or something for the dining room, for example. The dining room is always like a showpiece light. Make that light kick ass. It's $100, spend the money. I'm telling you, you're gonna make way more on the back end. So don't skimp on the materials. That's something I really believe in. That's how we install such high quality materials. Right? People walk in our flips and are like, it's an average entry level townhome, but they walk in, it's got the waterfall edge on the counter, marble Carrera, marble backsplash. People are like, what the fuck, am I living in like that neighborhood over there where houses are $1 million? No man, come on into my entry level house. Mine sells before everybody else's, right? And it costs me, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000 more maybe. Maybe I spend $10,000 more overall on all the material in the house as opposed to entry level flipper Joe. But my house sold for like 50 grand more, right? Okay, so it pays. It pays to spend money on the materials. Next up, number 6, design your flips. Kind of an expansion on the material thing I was talking about here. So you wanna get like a designer to plan out your flips. Like I said, you want all the materials to go together and vibe. For example, my wife Rachel is the designer on our team, thankfully. She's she's my wife, so it's easy. But if you don't have a wife or husband who's a avid designer, you wanna go find somebody to design that. I'm telling you, game changer. For example, the lights go with the taps. The stools when we stage go with the countertop. All these things that like I wouldn't think about as a carpenter and just like a flipper. She's like, no, we gotta get this light because it goes with this. And then when it's all done and you walk through it, dude, everything meshes so well. The accent color wall matches the stool we're staging with. Like, dude, design your flips. Think more of like an HGTV magazine or like a TV show rather than just like a shitty flip. Okay, for example, I see so many flippers use Home Depot kitchen cabinets, or we used to have this company Rona in Canada. I think you guys have Rona too in America, I think. Anyway, Rona always sold these like shitty ass, or better yet, IKEA. Everybody buys IKEA cabinets. I know they're cheap, but you gotta put a million pieces together, it's annoying. But a perfect example is, we do custom kitchens. Oh no, custom kitchen, cost so much money. Actually, no. The custom thermofoil cabinets kind of gave some stuff away. If you want to find out my materials, get my renovation course below. You find out everything I buy and where to buy it. I just gave you one for free. We use thermofoil cabinets and they're custom. So the thing with IKEA is like, they come in 12 inches, 14, 16, 18, 20, whatever. Every 2 inches, whatever. Let's say I needed a 13.5-inch space. Well, IKEA is either 12 or 14. Well, you know what I mean? So you have this stupid filler piece that looks stupid. I can do custom cabinets. Now you would think that the custom cabinets would cost way more than the IKEA. Actually, it's about the exact same and they look 10 times better. We put more thought into it because we design our flips. We figure out team members and we think more about design rather than just what's cheapest. People can tell what's cheapest. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Think about more designing. If you don't have one, hire a designer. Yeah, I know you might pay them $1,000, $2,000 to go through the flip at the beginning and pick out your materials. Dude, best 2 grand, 3 grand, 4 grand, whatever they charge, the best money you could ever spend. Last but not least, number 7, location. You've heard the saying, location, location, location. You don't want to be flipping a house across the street from like some shitty convenience store or like a highway. We all know like this is pretty easy stuff. You want to buy a house in a good area, flip it better than every house on the street, and then sell it for more money than every house on the street that's like it. So don't be buying houses near crack houses or by railroads, like there's a railroad track right in the back. I've done that before actually. I've sold a house with a train track right in the backyard pretty much. The other houses were, it was a smashing area. What am I, English? Smashing area, and the train track was behind it, whatever. The train didn't come very often. It sold very well. But you want to avoid potential pitfalls like I might have had. So don't listen to what I say, not what I do. Is that the saying? Anyway guys, hope you got some tips. I hope you learned something. If you did, smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button below so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.